You are listening to Venture Beyond, Stories from Hidden Worlds. If you enjoy this episode, please leave a like down below and share with a friend. And, if you haven't already, subscribe to the show so you don't miss an episode or new series and updates. Okay. So, we're doing more Girafarig today because I really sucked it up last time, and yeah, we took way too long to do kind of everything, and tonight we're going to take less too much time, right? I'm not saying we're going fast. I'm saying we're taking less too much time, because that's how I roll. If there's too much time to be had, I will take less of it. Know what I'm saying? Feel me, dog? You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying, dog. Yeah. So, in the spirit of wasting less too much time, we're gonna get to it because there is too much time to waste, and we're gonna waste less of it. Know what I'm saying? You feel me? I know you feel me. Greg, you in the back. I know you feel me. Every single person here named Greg. All of you. Watching you. Especially you, Greg. Okie dokie. So, let's take a look at our friend. Our wonderful, beautiful friend. Doop Doop! What's up, bro? Oh man, my controller turned off. There we go. Now it's less off. Let's look at our friend. I went for the name Tutu because I thought that was very cute. Given that it has two heads, one butt. You know how it is. Got Early Bird as our ability. I think that's probably the best ability we could go for, because effectively through most of this playthrough we shouldn't have to worry about flinching at all, because we should be moving first anyway, theoretically. So yeah, the like 2 or 3 times that we might get put to sleep, we'll wake up earlier. It's kind of nice. Kind of like meh. It's kind of how I feel about a lot of the abilities that give you immunity, or like you can do something better if you have a status condition. It's like, well, it's kind of nice, but also how often does that happen? Not the best nature here. So we got gentle nature, which means lower defense, which it's probably going to bite us in the ass later. But higher special defense, it's not necessarily terrible. I kind of wish we had something that boosted speed or attack or special attack. Like, messing with our defenses isn't like... It's not going to wow me, at least. But, I'll take that. It could be a lot worse. If we had something that lowered our speed or lowered our attack or lowered our special attack, it would not be fun, to say the least. So yeah, we'll work with that. And I think as our good luck charm, because the one successful speedrun that I have so far, our character's name was Speed. I just went for that again, and maybe that will rub off on us. Who knows? Probably should have named him Dupe Troop. Probably. It is the way. But then again, also that's the way that we win when we name the rival that. So probably it would work the opposite way. I don't know. My dog is very unsettled. I don't know if you can hear him walking around. He's very much so like, doesn't know where he wants to be. It's okay, buddy. Sit down. It's cool. All right, we are hitting the timer and we are rolling. We're rolling so hard. Oh my God, I just realized I did not set the day or the time of day. So I'm going to have to do that. Bless you. So I'm gonna have to do that before. Oh, I forgot. I gotta go talk to Mama. I'm gonna have to do that before we pick up the glasses and before we pick up the HM mons, or we would be in trouble. Jaden McFadden, how you doing? How was your week? How many times do you think it'll take for us to be successful with the opposite of Frigraph, also known as Girafarig? Let's see. It's always so jarring at the beginning of the game to not have the running shoes. I keep hitting B, and it's like, yeah, that's not a thing right now, bro. You gotta earn them shoes. You gotta walk around with an old man. He'll throw shoes at your face. It's just really funny, you know, like, oh man, where are my shoes? All right. And I'm just gonna click them on and they will never not be on. Run, run, run. Gotta go. So I'm sure you're wondering why I canceled the stream last week. Yeah. So in a really awesome announcement, I just finished recording the full audiobook for my first fully completed story. And that is my sci-fi horror story, The Bones of Night. And I had been recording for 3 whole days. And by the time I was done on Friday, I was like, dude, I am so drained. I'd been recording for 18-ish hours. And it was just, I was just dead, man. I felt like a colorless person, you know, someone devoid of spirit. Because, you know, the way that the audiobook is going, one, it's a horror, you know, story, and I'm doing a dramatic reading of it, so I'm playing as the characters, not, you know, just reading as a narrator. I'm reading it like I'm them. So, you know, I'm living through everything that I've put these people through. So it's very, it was very taxing. And I was like, I'm gonna be this like void of a person if I stream tonight. And I don't know if I have the focus to like even, you know, even be able to do a run at all. So yeah, that just wasn't gonna work. So I did the right thing, I think, and just called it quits and had a night to just not be talking. And just like realign my chakras, you know, all that jazz. And then I still had recording to do after that. It's been like 20 hours. I think altogether is some like 20 to 25 hours of recording that's gone into this, between retakes, things like that. I know it doesn't sound like much, but it's a lot. It really starts to get to you, especially as the story progresses and really terrible things start happening. Jaden, I wrote it just for you. No, I'm just kidding. I was like, oh man, Jaden do like the horror. I gotta make the thing for the Jaden. Alright, gotta go talk to my mom again, because our character is 11. Alright, she absolutely has to save money because that's how we get the silk scarf. Really need that. Why do you have a magmar? She has a magmar. A Krogunk. Yeah, go catch a Krogunk in Johto. Totally. The funny thing is that's not necessarily like super unbelievable because, you know, Sinnoh and Johto are neighbors. It's just really funny. We're in the furthest part from Sinnoh. And good old Krogunk just slithering around. Oh man, should I double back for a heal? I'm taking a lot of damage here. A lot more than I anticipated. I think that lower defense is already taking its toll. Probably because I need to be using confusion like all the time. I'm just going to deny fights so we don't have to kill time here. I'd rather get to the good stuff. I want to get to the good stuff. You know me, I want to get to the good stuff. Actually, this is very important. I need to know what day it thinks it is. It thinks it's Sunday. That's the day that we would get the thing for a return, so I do need to reset the day, unfortunately, because I forgot. I'm sorry. Yeah, I actually think I really liked our nature in our first run, you know, having a little extra attack. It's kind of nice. Second run, we had some extra special attack, and that was nice too. Ah, crap. I didn't mean to take your number, boy. I wish, like, you could set to, like, auto-refuse numbers. It's like, nah. My mom only lets me talk to her and the professor. She says not to talk to strangers. Ooh, yeah, Sonic music. Makes it all better. Been playing an emulator of Emerald, randomizing Pokemon and their abilities. I think Aggron with the ability Water Absorb is a tad broken. Yeah, that's sick. That's a great ability for Aggron. Yeah, if it's not going to be some, like, you know, sheer force or huge power or thick fat also would be pretty interesting. Yeah, that's great. We take that. All right, I gotta update my map here real quick. Make sure I'm not missing something. I don't think I am. Yeah. Okay. Whew. I need to memorize these maps better. This is what it is. I keep like second guessing myself on everything and not trusting my knowledge. I have thought about doing a speedrun where I only rely on my memory instead of making myself a map and a guide and stuff. I think that'd be kind of fun to do one time, like in something that I know like the back of my freaking hand, like Pokemon Crystal or Pokemon Emerald, stuff like that I know really, really well, more than pretty much any other game. I am going to go ahead and switch the... Whoops. I'm going to go ahead and switch the moves here because... Oh my god. Because I keep going to tackle, and tackle is suboptimal right now. Actually, how are stats shaping up right now? Yeah, even. That's pretty nice. Not bad. That defense is worrisome as things go on, but not terrible. Right. Like my favorite Pokemon on my team is Blaziken with Lightning Rod. That's not bad either. Anything that gives you an immunity is pretty nice. Crobat with Intimidate. Yo, that's such a good one too. Aggron with Water Absorb. Those are very good abilities, to be sure. I like those. You can keep them. Those are good. I didn't need that. Why do I... My loot goblin tendencies always come to bite me in the butt. I'm like, I need to grab it. No, you don't. Just ignore it. All right, now we have something that's up to par with confusion. Don't grab it. You don't need it. If you didn't mark it on your map, you didn't need it, bro. Yeah, I call myself bro. I know. You do too. I know. I know the ways. There we go. Let's do it. I'm gonna stomp your plant. Oh, you have something growing? Pfft, not anymore. Alright, leveling up pretty nicely. I really want to make sure that we aren't short on levels by Bugsy, since Bugsy was such a problem last time. We lost so much time on Bugsy. Shocking amount. I think Girafarig is one that, like, we just need to routinely take fights as we go, instead of trying to skip some. Just take the fight. Oh, did you grab, what was it? Was it Emerald Sea Glass? Sounds like Emerald Sea Glass. Or Inclement Emerald also Did that. There's a couple out there that have done that. It's pretty neat. Though, when I played through Emerald Sea Glass, they hadn't added Scarvi Pokemon yet. They had Tinkaton, which was awesome. That was it. Oh, no, wait. I have to do that later. I keep thinking that I've already defeated Faulkner, and that's not correct. I haven't done it yet. Alright, just confuse a bird. You know what? I forgot. The rule was stomp a bird. Son, stomp a bird. The ancient wisdom from my grandfather. It's like my granddaddy used to say, stomp a bird. Yeah, all 0 times that he said that. Alright, Faulkner. Let's get it. Let's go. You gotta stomp your birds. Or did they like the smell of my giraffe's feet? Boop. Boop. Ooh boy, that's getting close. Not close enough though. Alright, zoom, zoom, zoom. Just like, is that Mazda? I think that's Mazda, isn't it? Alright, gotta go meet a man about an egg. As you do. Oh, God. Getting all kinds of... Okay, I'm going to save. We are going to pause the timer. And I'm going to change the time setting the way I was supposed to. So it needs to be Thursday. Save, and we close. And we open again. And apple pen. I have a pen. I have an apple. Oh, and it's during the day. So now I get to reset the time again. Because I forgot to change the time. Emerald Extended. I haven't seen that one. You like this so far? Why do they have speedy Pokemon learn agility? It's like, he's already pretty fast. I don't think he needs it. Yeah. Wait a second. Wait a minute here, Sonny. Did I cork it up? I think I corked it up. I did it again. Oh my goo. You did it again. I love how that's a reference that, like, not even kids my age would have gotten. I did not turn the timer on. Whoopsie doodle. Oh. Whoopsie doodle. You? No. Okay, what day do you think it is? You still think it's Sunday. That is not the correct day. That is what we call an incorrect day. Okay, let's get you the door right there. Oh, I'm stupid. I changed the hour. So bad. Oh my god, that is the stupidest thing. Holy crap, dude. That's so dumb. I hit the hour slider, not the day slider. Well, I'm a real winner, guys. No wonder it turned to day. That makes a lot of sense now. Oh boy. I am very good at the Vigi games. You know me. The greatest of professionals. That's funny, dude. That's why you weren't here. No. Okay, alright. What day do you think it is? Thursday? Is it Thursday or Tuesday? Did I get the day wrong? Okay, let's see. Tuesday. Oh my god. I am gifted, you know? I'm gifted in self-sabotage. Twice over I've proved it. I'm so good at messing myself up. Oh, that's funny, dude. There we go. And get a little bit of that. A little bit of this. A little bit of that. Okay. Can you put the doobly-doo in my doobly-doo? Because if you do, we'll be friends. Oh my god. Can't remember where this person shows up in. Because I'm a professional, I'm so good at this. Man, we're getting Zubat level encounters with Hoot Hoot. Alright, I'm just gonna check my work here. Okay. Tosta. Oh my god. Can I take 2 steps, please? I beat Faulkner. Where are you? There you are. Oh my god, I completely skipped over you. Are you kidding me? Ugh. Oh my god. Did I just run right past her and just didn't even notice? Are you kidding me? I'm very talented. Super good at it. Look at these Zubat level encounters. These Hoot Hoots. They love me, dude. They're all about it. They're like, please sign my t-shirts. Oh my god, you probably were watching me just run right past her and you're like, dude. You know, I said it from the outset. I did too much wasting time last time. This time we're going to waste less time. Less, too much time. That's part of it, you know? We're still gonna waste time, but we're gonna waste less too much time. Yeah, less of it. Oh my god. Jesus! Just let me go, rats! Yeah, it was just, yeah, there was no time, Jaden. There was no time. I'm literally there to talk to her, but there was no time to talk to her. I had to go. My people needed me. Okay. Mirror. Give me the thing. Alright. See if I've never. Until I go beat a tree. Alright, let's get our whooper duper. Oh, sharks. How? Oh my god. I just realized what I did. I went in here right after Faulkner because I was like, oh man, I'll just grab the egg right away. I went and talked to the guy that gives you what your mom sends you instead of Mr. Eggman, because I'm really good at this. Wow. Probably too good at this. Alright, never do a physical move with a Mareep because you will always get paralyzed. That's how it goes. Every time you're like, yeah, I'll just use Stomp or something on a Mareep. It's like, paralyzed. Get it. And we're just taking the optional fights. Just gonna take them now and that we're back in a good range of experience yields. Or at least better. Because I want some cushion for Le Bugsy. Alright, get in here. Don't fight. Perfect! Alright. You will get a nickname. Jaden, you're gonna be surfing and all kind. Oh god. Hit the wrong button. Making things fly all over the place. It's a good time. It's a good time. There we go. Alright. Whoopsie doodle. I'm very good at this. Actually, I love the all caps. That's perfect. Jaden, the surfer. You know how Jaden surfs. Jaden totally surfs. Every time I've ever seen Jaden, Jaden's been surfing. Watching the stream, surfing. Playing Pokemon, surfing. It's Jaden for you. You know, it would probably help if I actually gave Girafarig the item that I went way out of the way to get. Literally backtracked the entire game, so far, just to get it. Nah, just don't even put it on. Who cares? I am gonna skip the fishers, I think. early route fishers never give a ton of experience because they usually just are packing Magikarps. So it's kind of not worth it. There is the one that has a Quillfish, I think, but I don't think Quillfish gives that much experience. Broforce for freedom, Broforce for power. Whoops-a-diddle. I need to turn off shift battle style because I am the smart. All right, Sandshrew. Don't make this hard. Pretty much, Jaden. That's how it is. So before we've put time into getting the drowsies so we could get the Macho Brace, I'm just gonna ignore it this time. Oh no, 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 don't do this. I need you to get in this time, please. I don't need to back. Oh. Okay. I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed. This is my happy phase. How could I be angry when I'm just so happy? Alright. Let's throw 11 at you. Jeez. What a tool. Just a tool. Definitely has attitude problems. He is what you might call an attitude baby. Man, I need to play some Total Annihilation on stream sometime because it is one of the best games that nobody's heard of. Just 0 people. Honestly, I think probably the best RTS ever made. Ever. It's too freaking good, dude. Because it not only streamlined the entire genre in a very thoughtful way, but just added so many freaking awesome ideas to it. And these days, there is a spiritual successor to it that is really freaking good, called Beyond All Reason. Come on, just get in. Just get in. Hey, have you tried not getting in? As the Brits would say, get in! Alright. And of course, we have Gaming Creed. The Sandshrew, which I think Gaming Creed would be pretty cool with that. You know how it is. You come and watch the show enough, you get a Sandshrew named after you. That's how it is. There we go. Now we can get a little bit of this right there. Which I need to be sure to put on our friend here before we go to Bugsy, because the extra health will probably be very helpful. There we go. Whoop, there it is. How was everybody's week? Did you guys have a good time? Any fun, exciting things? I already kind of told you the fun, exciting things about my week. Recording! Because I still had more to do on Monday. Had a couple of retakes I had to do and things like that. Still had like the last third of the book to go through, and oh my god, I was just crushed afterwards, man. It was rough. You know, even though it's acting, when you're acting like someone who's crying and, you know, their spirit is broken, you can only do that for so long before you start to feel pretty crushed yourself. I'm just like, oh man. Why don't I voice act for a happy character now? Need some of that happy to rub off on me. Just a little bit. Should have thought that was who that. Ooh, first yawn of the night. Oh boy. And it's early. We haven't even broken 10 yet, and we got the first yawn of the night. Coffee time. Coffee, 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 coffee. I need the coffee in me. I'm sure you can't hear this, but my dog Kylo is snoring like right next to me, and it is freaking hilarious. Yeah, I'm sure Wally was like, man, this is some bull honky from Wisconsin. A water absorb aggron? You kidding me, bro? Oh, son of a Twinkie. I just jump scared myself when it went to the Pokemon list. And seeing Jaden's name in all caps is like, Jaden! This is like, ugh. Where did that name come from? Let's see. You know what? We're gonna do some little changey doos. See if that speeds us up a wee bit. The only reason I have kept battle animations on was so I could tell what people were using, because I don't always look at the text box at the bottom of the screen. But that's not really a good idea, because every time those animations show up, it eats up time. So most speedrunners, you know, people doing the running of speed, they turn off battle animations. So you eliminate that entire thing. I'm just going to ignore Kurt. It'd be really funny if this first rocket was like, dude, you didn't even check on your friend who fell down a well? Are you kidding me? That'd be so funny. It's like, dude, your friend's like, shattered his spine over there. Are you kidding me? Whoopsie doodle. Just gotta confuse a bat. It's all in a day's work. Free super potion never hurt anybody. Wally had stage 1 Pokemon, first Pokemon out. Kyurem? Are you saying Kyurem? That's crazy. Whole game I encountered Kyurem like 5 times, tried to catch it each time but failed, so I have no idea how Wally got it, because Wally's good like that. Wally is very talented in catching things that are rare. No, it's fine, don't worry. I was just making sure I was getting what you were trying to say. But yeah, exhibited by the fact that the first Pokemon that he catches is a Ralts, which, only shows up in one location, is a very low spawn rate. I think it's a 10% encounter or something like that. So it's the rarest encounter on that route, and catches it first try. When it could have teleported or something. Telling you, dude's good at catching the rare shit. Alright, just like a fastball, I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. You know how it is. Bucket. I am going to switch our item of holding. If I can actually get to it, holy balls. Here we go, swappy doppy doo. That way we can stay the health. I'm gonna go ahead and fight this dude. I'm gonna fight everybody here. I want to make sure that Bugsy is a walk of the cake variety. Even though that was not a lot of experience, it is more than no experience. And more than no experience is some experience. Just in case you didn't know. Just putting that out there. More than no experience is not no experience. It's ancient wisdom. Goes back millions, trillions of years, really. Back to ancient Mesopotamia. Yes, lower the power of electricity, Whooper. You got this. Keep doing that mud sport. It's going really well. Alright. I want to fight you, so I'm going to do the thing that lets me fight you. Let's fight. We're gonna fight. Smash a Paris. Loopy-doopy-doo and loopy-doopy-doo. A little extra loopy-doo for you. Alright, we're gonna save up there. Even though it takes 5 business days to save. And, yeah. Let's smash a Bugsy. That sounds bad. Stomp. Come on, do it. Yeah, no. Yeah, there we go. Easy peasy, squeeze my leasy. Oh no! You poisoned us! How could you? Oh my god. I just made this take forever. What did I do? How have I done this? Oh fuck. How could you? How could you have done this? How is this thing been done? Cast your eyes, avert and see not what has been done. Alright, let's nuke Dupe Troop. Do a little bit of that Dupe Troop nuking. No hard feelings, Dupe Troop. Just, you know, I gotta win. I gotta be a winner. You know what? I'm turning on animations because I can't tell what they're doing because I'm not looking at the thing, and I really need to know what they're doing so that I can shift tactics if needed. You know, if that Bayleaf had done like 5 billion protects in a single turn, you know how it goes. Sometimes the enemy Pokemon just does like 5 billion moves in a single turn. It's very common. Happens all the time. Bzz. Don't worry, buddy. I'll go slap your bird. I'm a habitual bird slapper. That's what I do. It's in my blood. I am a slapper of birds. A little bit of that habitual bird slapping. Alright, don't do it. There we go. Flawless. Supreme victory. Slap the bird to save the bird. That's how you do it, man. That's how you do it. If you're one of those people that saves a bird by not slapping a bird, I can't really trust you. Not sure what to tell you. It's just a little bit of that life stuff. A little bit of that life stuff. You know how life is. Sometimes you get a little bit of life and you get a little bit of stuff. Get the stuff of life. Life stuff. I love how Girafarig's like, hey, I've never been here, but this is the way you go. It'd be really funny if you had a Spinda. Not Spinda. Yeah, Spinda. I doubted myself. I was like, wait, no, not the spider. The, you know, confused bear. No. Spinda. And Spinda's out there trying to show the kimono girl where to go. And it's like, do you trust the directions of a Spinda? I don't know if you should. Nope, don't stomp a Mareep. it's the law. You see a fluffy electric sheep, don't even think about it. You know what? No, I'm not going to catch you. I don't want to waste the time getting the Macho Brace when... Geez, there's only like a couple of fights that I feel like secure doing it without chancing losing. And then it's like, am I even getting the EVs that I really want? You know? Like, using a Macho Brace is really good if you're facing the kind of fights that you really want to take. But if you're not selective in your fights, then you're just doubling up on whatever EVs you're running into, and may not be what you really want. So yeah, I could be way more strategic about, you know, using it and things like that. Like, there's certainly things I could do better. But it's like, how much of that are you going to manage effectively when you're on the road and you're like, the name of the game is go. Like, just frickin' go, dude. You know, that's the whole point of, you know, the idea of a solo speedrun. It's not just like a casual run where you just like do whatever. I'm gonna come back because I don't know if I have enough friendship yet for return. So what I'll do is when I get fly, I'll come back so we can do the do. Oop, there we go. Yes. No. Yes. No. Booyah! Whitney. She's tried that quiz so many times. She'll never get it right. Poor girl. Alright. One little changey do. Whoops. Alright. Confusion is basically our save a Psybeam for later move. Like, I need a budget option for this situation. Mountain Dew. You know what's even better than Mountain Dew when it comes to caffeine? Coffee. A little bit of that coffee. Of course, the most ideal option of all is to not need caffeine at all. To just have a wakeful spirit. But that is a myth. As shouted through the eons. Black dog in my head. Smash! Man, I remember the long haul streams streaming Cyberpunk. That was a good time. That's so much fun, dude. I still play Cyberpunk here and there. I'll get an idea and go make a new character or something like that. Okay. We'll see how it goes. I probably should have the Twisted Spin on, but the Shell Bell works. Alright, so Miltank has a high spec def, so I'm gonna try to just stomp stall you. Come on, I need you to flinch. It's not working. Yeah. That's a lot better. Eventually you'll run out of milk drinks. There you go. There you go, Steve. Come on, girl. There go. There go. Yeah, Whitney, not nearly as scary in this game as she is in Gold, Silver, and Crystal. Kind of took a little bit of that fear out of her, which is unfortunate because old school Whitney was a force to be reckoned with. Alright, no name Togepi, as you do. Alright, can't forget to get Kenya. Yeah, like I totally didn't forget last time. Never happened, never forgot. I've never forgotten anything except for the things I forgot, which I almost forgot to get the Sprinkle Tinkle. Give me the Sprinkle Tinkle. Thank you. I needed that Sprinkle Tinkle. I need it from my mom. Whoops, I almost forgot Kenya. Holy crap. I was just talking about it. Then I started talking about Sprinkle Tinkles. Chase! I'm gonna save myself some heartache later. And remove this mail now. Came to me, no words. Started to play Cynthia's theme. Never dropped my face faster than she did. That's pretty funny. Cynthia's theme. Strike fear into anybody. Like, oh god. Oh, I'm fighting Cynthia. Oh no. Oh god, this guy always gets me. Come on, man. I don't want a picture, I just want speed. Yeah, it's kind of a quiet night, isn't it? Guess Gaming Creed had something going on. It's too bad. I'll just make him do 592 push-ups later. It's not that many. I mean, it's only 592. It could be 593. Oh, no, no, no. Don't stomp a ball. Ball stomping, very unhealthy. That's how you get paralyzed. The balls, that is. Yeah, but like, when do we not give Gaming Creed shit? That's the real question. Let's be real. Let's be like super real. Ooh boy. I don't like that feint attack. Alright, cop. Let's fight. I'm just gonna nuke your Growlithe real quick. You don't mind, do you? Oh, wait, you have another one. Nuke. Do a little bit of the kablammy blams. I just realized I need to move my map, so... Oh no, I already forgot a couple things. Crap. That's okay. It'll be fine. It's like nothing happened. We're just gonna cruise without it. What could go wrong? How would they know? You know, I have to backtrack in order to pick up a rare candy later anyway, so it's just okay. It's just okay. In fact, it's more okay than it's not okay. Nope. I don't scream anything. Except for ice cream. Not exactly a screamer. Not one who does the screamy thing. Oh no, I love freedom. Freedom's awesome. Me no screamy. Like, I'm about to free this pseudo-widow, this good old fake tree, from this area so more people can walk around. It's practical freedom right there. There you go. A whole region of people, both south, east, west, north, everywhere really. They can now travel, roam around as they please. Wow, I didn't know we ordered a Wikipedia article here. It is pretty interesting, though. I've looked into Malaysian cuisine. I like to look up, you know, food from different cultures and, you know, kind of trace back influences, things like that. There's certainly some interesting things. Of course, I can't name them off the top of my head because some of them names I don't know how to say. Not a professional of that language. I can't even remember if something was supposed to be there or not. I think there is something there. But I don't think it's something I need. I think it's like something stupid like a Pokeball. Okay. We are good. Everything's fine. Yeah, it's gonna be cool. Yeah. What's everybody's picks so far, you know, given what we've seen of the starters. I really like the fire and the water one personally. All right, these two right here, always unexpectedly strong. Do 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 do. Yeah, Pombon seems pretty awesome. Me likey. Couldn't remember the name off the top of my head. Not sure what you mean by that. Oh man, good music, good game, good company. That's what it's all about, man. Yeah, that's kind of where what I was thinking, Jaden. I don't necessarily dislike Brout. I think the name of the grass starter is. I don't necessarily dislike him, but it's kind of like, okay, well, what's going to be the differentiating factor for Brout from Rowlet? You know, I'm sure they're going to do something, you know, very different, very, you know, creative. But like at first look, it's kind of like, okay, are you just doing the same thing? Does definitely have some Angry Birds energy. Those eyes don't really look much like Pokemon. But, you know, they've been getting more creative with eyes. I miss some of the Gen 1 eyes you would get. You know, the good old triangle eye. Whoops, didn't mean to go in there yet. I need to clear house for a minute. There we go, get an ether, and then I need to get pixel perfect on this real quick. Let me pull it up in my map. Alright. It's like right there. Nope. There. Nope. Whoops. There. Aha! I did it. Perfect. Alright, let's go slap around our rival. Just a little bit. Just a little gentle harassment, you know? He is our rival after all. He deserves a little bit of gentle harassment. Interesting, we got 2 Persona 3 songs in a row. You know, my biggest hope for the starter dog is please let the guy stay on all fours. Please. Please, please, please. We don't need everything to stand up. Stay on all fours. It's okay. No. This is going bad. They're going bad. Okay. Whew. That could have been bad. Turned out to not be bad. but it could have been. Doodle-doodle-doo. Oh, gotta go back one. There it is. Ooh, there it is. Oh wow, we've got more Wikipedia articles. That's awesome. It's just what the doctor ordered. I was wondering where my Wikipedia articles had been stored. All right, everybody write this down, okay? It's going to be on the test. Oh, I forgot. I gotta go slap some doggos. I gotta go. My doggos need me. Slap a doggo. Slap a doggo. I think I need to add even more music to my playlist. Just to expand the musical empire a little bit. Just a little bit. A little more variety. Whoops. Oh, you know me and slapping doggos. I'm a professional at it. All right. We already know Morty's pretty free. Girafarig's kind of like perfectly set up to just turn Morty into mulch. A little bit of that mulch stuff. Okay. I gotta have perfect traversal. Bzz. Okay. So I went too far for a second. I can do it. I promise I can do it. Okay. One. Okay. Woo-hoo-hoo. It's so hard. Oh no! It's so hard on... I think I have it on 5 times speed. It's so hard to get it just right. Come on. No, crap. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Beep. Boop. Bop, bop, beep, beep. Come on. Okay. Nah. Just let me come to the platform where I know it's safe. Please. You can't do this to me, old lady. Old spooky lady. Ah, crap. I'm very good at this. Okay. Here we go. There we go, Steve. You go, Steve. All right. I don't really need to save in front of Morty because this is like super free. But we'll do it anyway. Let's do a little bit of that mind laser. What am I hoping for winds and waves? There is this kind of secret sauce that they got in Pokemon Legends Arceus. This perfect balance of the traditional battle system and freedom of movement and interaction with the environment that I think they really need to nail. They have got to bring it back in Winds and Waves, because the minute-to-minute feel of Legends Arceus is the best a Pokemon game has ever been. You know, the efficacy that you have, being able to, you know, just jump on Hisui and Braviary, you know, at will, and, you know, get up there, fly around, and you can glide forever. Unlike, you know, freaking Miraidon or Koraidon, you know, whichever game version you have, where you have this very short time limit before you're just plummeting to the ground. I don't know, like there was this amazing balance of movement and how you get around in Legends Arceus that was not followed through on in Scarlet and Violet, and it's the thing that I hate the most about Scarlet and Violet. It's the thing that bothers me so much, because like you got it so right in Legends Arceus. It feels so good to move around in Legends Arceus, to just get around the game world. And they just threw it away in Scarlet and Violet. And yeah, that's probably a little harsh and all that, but it's something that constantly bothers me about Scarlet and Violet. And it bothers me about Legends EA. The movement system just isn't the same. It doesn't feel good. The fact that you can't just, you know, jump up on a flying type and fly around a little bit, it just kind of sucks. And that's one thing I'll be putting in my review, is like how it just feels kind of terrible getting around. You know, it's very clunky getting around in Legends Arceus. And, you know, like, at the end of the day, movement in a game is not the most important thing, right? I understand that. I get that. It's not the biggest top priority, but it has an outsized impact in an open or semi-open world game, that your movement efficacy has a very big impact on how you feel about your character minute to minute. And it can have a pretty big impact on your mood with the game, you know, how much you want to stick with it. If you want to, you know, even adventure around, like you can discourage people from just like exploring just from having a kind of crappy movement system. So I feel like that was a secret sauce that Legends Arceus got that games since have really missed. I think modern Pokemon unfortunately peaked with Legends Arceus, and they didn't take the right lessons from the success of Legends Arceus. Another thing I would like to see is I think that movement sets are overbroad in Scarlet and Violet to the point where it's like, why is there even a limit to what a Pokemon can learn if it becomes this wide open, right? Especially Legends ZA, some of the moves, it's like, wow, this Pokemon could never learn this. Why can't it learn it now? And I'm not saying that I want movesets to be like super static, you know, to the point where like no Pokemon can learn anything, or you know, all that stuff, right? I like there to be some move freedom, but also there needs to be a level of recognition of like, this Pokemon does this thing, right? It's all about speed. It's all about, you know, ice moves, and has like this realm of restriction of what it can do, so that Pokemon that are extremely option heavy, you know, have a wide open berth for what they can do, they stand out that much more. You know, one of the things about even Pokemon like Gardevoir is that there are some, you know, coverage moves that it can learn, but it has a specific realm of moves that it really specializes in, right? You're not going to get, say, Fire Punch with Gardevoir, but in, you know, Scarlet and Violet and ZA, the way that they've opened up move choice and stuff like that, it's almost believable if they would give Gardevoir Fire Punch. And it's kind of like, why? Just why? Why is it so overbroad at this point? There should be some restriction, some level of restriction that keeps movesets from just being so wide open that you literally have no expectation for what this Pokemon can learn and can't learn, right? Because move pool choice has a significant impact on how viable a Pokemon can be, but also like your attitude towards them. And if a Pokemon can learn and do anything, then they just kind of become bland and flavorless. You know, like nobody... You have this fantasy, right, of like, oh man, I'm going to run with Mew. And Mew's going to be awesome to use because Mew can learn anything. But when you use Mew in practice, and I know because I've done it before. I've done a run of a Pokemon game with just Mew. Because Mew can learn anything for any situation at any time, it just doesn't feel as special, right? It's just kind of turns into a mush Pokemon, and I kind of hate that. I wish that there was a more restrictive moveset for Mew, despite the the lore reasons why Mew can learn every move, right? So I'm personally of the camp that believes, I'm going to pause the timer real quick, because I just need a second. I'm of the camp that feels like freedom means more when there's more restriction. So like Pokemon that learn a lot of different moves, they have more of an impact because other Pokemon are more restricted. And the Pokemon that are more restricted, or their move choice is more valuable because it's restricted. So, I don't know. That's kind of my take on it. I'm going to run to the restroom real quick, and I'll be right back. So yeah, I have I guess stranger things, like stranger specifics that I want from these games. I know nobody's going to be like, I want movement just like blah. Because, when it comes down to it, that's not really a big, serious concern for most people, and I get that. But it is something that, like, when movement in a game is off, you're gonna feel it. Something that bothers me more and more, the older and more experience I get with video games, is like crappy movement animations. Bother me so much. So like, just observing a game's like simple walking animation. If you go from a standing position to like full on running with no wind up whatsoever, that bothers me now. And it's because of, if your game is going for more of a naturalistic feel, right? If you're, going more detailed and having full 3D animation, all this stuff, right? You should go for more natural reflection of movement. It's not like pixel animation. Pixel animation, cartoony stuff, like you've got more leeway to work with that. But there's this like this feeling of off that can come from just explosively going from a standing position to like a full-on run, right? And that really bothers me now. It used to not to as much. Last couple of years, it almost ruins a game for me. It's like, oh man, they didn't take the extra step of just having to wind up to that. Like, you know, people would. And it's like a silly, nitpicky thing. I get that. But it shows a level of care for me. Where if you're missing that, it gets to me. That's all. Yeah, that's very true. As is the case for most games, really, especially in long-standing series, it's going to have its own problems. I didn't run into as many day one Scarlet and Violet issues as other people did, but I did run into issues myself. I you know, I'm not gonna say I had a flawless launch with Scarlet and Violet. I actually talked with Dark Shadows about it, because we traded Pokemon back and forth so we could help each other complete the Pokedex. Yeah, I find myself getting much more nitpicky with things, right? Little things that's like, okay, this right here, these are easy catches, easy fixes, little things that add up to really changing your experience with a game. You know, like your menu design. If your menu design is off, then it really can affect your experience with a game. If you know, the walk animation, traversal, you know, how easy is it to get around in your world? Is there some kind of restriction that actually makes it satisfying to overcome? You know, things like that. Don't talk to the photographer. Don't do it. It's a trap. I finally resisted the lure of the photographer. He's not a trainer. Don't talk to him. Yeah, and at the end of the day, if you're not tackling the most important things, you know, atmosphere, story, controls, dialogue, gameplay, you know, if you're not nailing those things, you might as well just not even make the game, right? So many games, unfortunately, these days, just totally miss out on that. They decide to have no story or very skimpy story and call it robust. Or, you know, their gameplay is found wanting, to put it nicely. But I don't know. It's weird that, like, one of the things that bothers me most about a game from a series I've been playing since I was like 10 is something so fundamental like that. You know, it seems kind of silly. But it makes a difference. You know, one of the things that kept me coming back to Legends Arceus, and I still pop it in, is just how fun and easy it was to get around the world and, you know, catch Pokemon on the fly instead of having to get into a hard and fast battle to do it. Stuff like that. You know, shiny hunting in that game is much more fun than other games, I think, because you can so easily catch Pokemon. It's very, very effortless. But in a way that it's still challenging. You know, throwing a Pokeball is actually something you have to think about and do. And they, you know, get to Scarlet and Violet, and throwing a Pokeball is just a standard animation instead of something you gotta aim. Even the Pokeball throwing in Legends EA, it's just, they threw away all the ideas of like the weight of a Pokeball or how it will, you know, fly in the air and things like that. Just bring it back, man. That was actually fun, like having a little dynamic, just a small difference between the different Pokeballs in Legends Arceus was really fun. It's something they didn't have to do, and it actually added some amount of depth to something that never had depth other than the mechanics behind it. You know, that's good stuff. That's what you want. And to take it away was just very jarring. Dead of Night. I'm not familiar with that one. Tell me about it. Alright, let's go see a Suicune. And we're gonna beat the pants out of Mr. Hard to Say Name. You know Mr. Hard to Say Name. He's everybody's favorite. Oh, final really big thing. Probably the greatest issue in modern Pokemon. Finally have some voice acting. Stop playing around. Stop making excuses. Voice acting. Just voice the characters, please. You know, you can even do sort of like what Digimon does. And, you know, they'll have entire scenes that are completely voiceless. And you just get a big old text box. You can do that. It's fine. Just go to the extra effort. Get some voice acting done. It makes such a big difference. I find it really strange that I'm more excited for the other game that Game Freak has been working on, the not Pokemon game. I think it's like a Ashes of Annihilation or something like that. I can't. Beast of Resurrection. That's what it is. Ashes of Annihilation is a weird mashup of Ashes of Creation and something else. Anyway, sorry. Brain fart. I'm more excited about that because it's finally like something I think that's been brewing in them for a while, and hopefully they'll take some of the lessons there of like presentation and the importance of voice acting in a story-driven game and things like that. Hopefully they'll take the experience there and be like, okay, let's throw some knowledge at Pokemon. I'm not saying that Pokemon needs to be this insane, like, graphic hound, right? But what I am saying is that you could keep the same, like, level artistically, but actually level up your art with the simple addition of voice acting. It's really not that huge of an ask. Yeah, it's actors. You gotta, give them lines. They gotta record them. You've gotta do editing, post-processing, all that goodness. But for any of these cutscenes to really hit, you gotta have voice acting now. It's not acceptable anymore. It is so painfully awkward to go through a scene that's supposed to be dramatic, that's, has some decent animation and everything behind it, and just you hear nothing but silence. It's just like, ugh, why did you do this? There were so many so many scenes in Scarlet and Violet that if you could have heard the characters say what they're thinking, it would have been much more impactful. Okay, a couple things we need to backtrack for real quick. I'm gonna pause the timer real quick so I can read this. Point and click horror game where you play as a girl named Maya in a giant haunted hotel. Always fun. Trying to save her friend from the owner, Jimmy. Oh, no, not the evil Jimmy. While uncovering the truth behind the hotel. Dead of Night is actually getting a sequel either the end of this year or the next year. That's cool. Coffee time. Coffee, 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 coffee. Oh no. I just reset the timer. What the heck? How did that happen? Well, guess I get to add that later. Oh no. It's going very well. Everything's going great. Well, I've made the decision that regardless of if this run is successful or not, I'm actually going to go ahead and move on to the next Pokemon, because if I'm not successful tonight, I'd rather move on and try again with another Pokemon maybe, or maybe we'll do palate cleanser. Yeah, it's real time. I'm just that fast. They call me Speedy Gonzalez. That's why I always say arriba, arriba, andale, andale. Okay. It is... Well, there's a nugget. That's always useful. Oh yeah, I gotta go out a line. Booyah! See if I've never. I've been thinking I probably need to play Fable on the channel when it comes out, because that's one of my favorite game series. And it's what I'm gonna be playing anyway. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm just that good. I am amazing at the games. All 25 billion of them. I'm so good. They call me the Fast Man. Also known as Quick Tony. I should be flying. Okay, I need to make it Sunday, 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 Sunday. So... Alright. 1, 2. Okay, and close. And open. And open. Whoops. There go. We do the doohickey. I think it's floor 4. Watch me be wrong. That'd be hilarious. Yep, I'm wrong. It's hilarious. I was correct. Booyah! You know what? I am gonna go and get a little bit of this. And a little bit of that. Please don't slap my mama on your Cadillac. That's how that song goes. Ooh, our speed is too high. That's good to know. I wonder if our EVs are maxed. I don't actually know. But there's a way I can tell. I have just enough money. And if it turns out to be a waste of money, then big whoop-de-doo. Okay, so we still got some room on special attack. But we're maxed out on speed. Why am I not using the elevator? No one knows. No, just Quick Tony. All right, let's see if we got the silk scarf yet. I think it's usually by the time we get to price. Nope, not yet. Soon. Oh, crap. I gotta, jeez. Okay. Let me correct my map here. Gotta get it to the right spot. Perfect. It is amazingly perfect. Thank you for strength. Let me teach you to tolerate the Pokemon very quick. Apparently don't know where things are because I keep going past. There you are. There you are, Steve. Yeah, I always think it's funny when you get people that come in to chat and they just like start spouting like garbage stuff. Just all kinds of crap, you know, just Wikipedia articling in the chat. It's like, oh, cool. Didn't ask. Turns out, didn't ask. I'm gonna hold off on Charge Beam for now. I kind of like having Psybeam for a bit. Suicune! Oh my god, it's Suicune! I'll just keep Suicune there as a nice little friend. Yeah, exactly. Like, you know, nobody was talking about Malaysia. And then dude just like lore dumps on Malaysia for like 10 minutes. Like, bro, nobody asked. It's like not necessarily, you know, oh, never want to learn anything about Malaysia, but it's like, we're not talking about Malaysia right now. Now, if I was like, yo, I need to know about Malaysia, tell me everything. Different thing. Totally different. I almost went for a turn on a rock. That's how far my mind has gone. Like, I get it, man. I'll rant about all kinds of shit. Like, seriously, man. There's a lot of things I will talk your ear off about. Happily. Like how, you know, I think there's a serious Mandela effect that Sandslash was never ground poison. Like, I guarantee you, Sandslash was ground poison when I was growing up. It's not. It just isn't. But I guarantee you, it was. Absolutely was. Except that it wasn't. You know, if you ask me about astronomy, you better strap in for a talk. Because I got a lot to talk about with astronomy. You know, I get it, dude. I get it. Things are exciting. It's a lot of fun things to talk about. But also, you know, I don't know. Not every interjection needs to happen. Astrology. You know, I could probably talk about astrology if I really needed to. Why am I going in here? No one knows. All right, let's go pick up the choice specs. To come to me, enchant to come to see, enchant to come to see, can you come to see? Yeah, I'm just gonna blow this fish's mind. Be like, holy crap! My mind is blown! Oh my god. What? I was about to say, why can I not get it? I'm here clicking on it. Why won't you face me? Take me seriously. Bro, I'm still running with the shell bell. Are you kidding me? I never switched off the shell bell. Just realized that. Some people certainly do. But also, a lot of that stuff is so intentionally vague so as to be applicable regardless. It's like, oh, well, I think that's I think that describes me. It's gotta be me. Like, it's close enough that you could hear that it's about you and be like, oh, I could see that. Now, I'm not necessarily poo-pooing the institution and all that. Or, you know, people believing in that, because I think at the end of the day, definitely not the worst thing you could believe in. But like, you know, just looking at the wording and stuff like that, it's kind of like, It's like some of these, you know, sometimes you'll get, you know, a prophecy or something in a religion. It's like, on this day, something will happen. What? How did they predict that something would happen? This week, you'll encounter someone. Holy crap, I encountered someone this week. It was right. Yeah, not all the time is it that bad, but sometimes you'll look up the thing and it's like, you'll have an unexpected encounter. I'm like, okay, well, what does that really mean? Let's get down to it, man. Like, anything could be an unexpected encounter. have the personality of a traumatized Roger Rabbit. I love it. I love it. That's the best descriptor so far tonight. You know me, I love a good metaphor. Oh, I have to remember that Lance heals you up. Ooh. No, that works. I love it. That's some good shit right there. Alright, don't heal up because Lance slaps some health on you. Lance is like, yo, I need you to not suck. There we go. He said the thing. He said, I need you to not suck. That's exactly what he said. He didn't say anything else. You can roll the tape, man. Roll the tape. If you don't believe me. It's like, I need you to not suck. Oh. But I suck. Tell me the thing, and the thingy thing. Alright, let's slap a ditto. It's my favorite pastime, slapping dittos. Good news is we are well on pace for Jasmine because Jasmine wasn't really viable until level 43 and we're, oh man, I'm really happy I wasted time picking that up. We're already at level 42. So that's nice. Very nice. I know this is going to be a waste of time. Yeah, can't even learn that. Why do I do it? I keep going for things that don't actually help me. I just gotta lock in. I gotta lock in, bro. Dun, 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 dun. It's okay, Jaden. Just let it happen. Just let it happen. You can say it. And I'll judge you harshly, but it'll be fair. I'll judge you harshly and it'll be fair. You get 2 for the price of 1. I didn't beat one of the dudes that's got the thing. Why am I grabbing things I don't need? Why? How can I do this? Yep, I forgot these dudes. Don't grab it. Don't grab it. You don't need it. Oh, no. If you're an adult, I can judge you the harshest possible. You can be tried as an adult. Oh, man. There we go. I love getting kicked by this frickin' dude. Alright, Petrol. Hope you weren't having a nice Sunday dinner, because it's about to get ruined! There you go. You got it. Go do the thing. Ooh. Oh man. Yawn number 2 of the night. It's happening. I really wish he would heal you up after this fight. It's too fun of a sound. You just gotta add the bzzz. All right, speed. Do the job, man. Hey, Lance! Lance, do you do the bzzz sound also? No, just me. Okay. Okay. Alright, I think I'm gonna do what we've done before and take out price while we're here. Because I really don't want any trouble with Jasmine. Jasmine can be a big old sticky metal wall if we let her. And I just don't want to deal with it. We lose friends. I still have friends, but we're just busier. Maybe make the occasional plans and play games together from our homes. Group projects. Yeah, pretty much that's exactly what happens. Yep. That's how it do. Man, I'm actually like really excited to play with Jinx one time. Just because I've never really had Jinx on a team. Because usually I have a water type that's got the ice moves, or you know, an ice type or something like that. Like in Kanto, I'll always grab Articuno, because I love Articuno. So like I've never really had a good excuse to just have a Jinx on my team. And Jinx is actually like really good. Especially in a solo format, Jinx is pretty busted. Wow, that was one fast seal. Holy crap. Bzz. Oh, wait. Am I stupid? Yep, I'm just stupid. That's what it is. It's like, wait a second. I think I might be stupid. For some reason, I always think Cloyster has a ton of special defense, and it really doesn't. It gets me every time. Yeah, it kind of makes sense. You know, see, I've got one friend that I dropped because I didn't like some of their moral choices. We'll keep it at that. And yeah, maybe I could have made a better choice. Maybe I could have ended things better. But there were certain choices that were being made that I was like, I want nothing to do with this. And in my estimation, with the kind of choices that were being made and the things that were being blamed on me for some reason, you made the choice to not be my friend. You made it for me. So don't feel too bad. It's unfortunate. But yeah, it's a kind of emotional self-defense. I almost went straight to the gym. Yeah, it's kind of emotional self-defense. If someone keeps violating your trust and has the gall to blame you for something that they did, eventually you gotta decide I'm not going to allow that to happen anymore. In a self-defense situation, if someone breaks into your home, they're trying to hurt you, they're trying to hurt you and yours, defend yourself. Similar thing can happen with emotional relationship self-defense. It's like, well, if you want to be like that, then I just don't really need to be around you anymore. Okie dokie artichokes. Let's blast. We'll see if this is going to be a problem. We should be good. Yep, good there. Good there. The Steelix, I think, should be a 2-shot. Yeah, make that 3. Oh, never mind, 2. Alright, Jasmine, free. Jasmine was super free. Alright, on we go to slap the crap out of Team Rocket. I gotta go get the outfit. There you go. I wish you could just keep this on for the restaurant. That'd be fun. Just scare the crap out of people. You're like, oh my god, it's Team Rocket. Like, yeah, it is. You know it. No, it's not here. I had to think about it for a second. I love how Dupless has to come here and ruin the disguise. Like, bro, come on. Come on. Just let it happen. Alright, we need to be at 55 by Claire, at least. And I think we're on a pretty good track for that. But that's our trajectory right now. That's what we really need to hit to not be struggle bussing. Because I don't really think that she's viable until level 55. It's at least how it felt with how things were shaken out before. Of course, that was with different natures. So who knows, with lower defense, and might have to wait even longer. Which really sucks. But we'll see how it goes. So far, our nature hasn't had a terrible amount of impact. You could argue that the early part of the game had a little more friction when we were taking hits, because we were losing a lot more health when we did get hit. But I don't think this nature has necessarily been a hindrance in the game so far. I'd really have loved something that upped our special or attack, but It is what it is. It's kind of the reason that I leave this to be random. I know a lot of people in the format, they like to control what they get so that they can, you know, exhibit the best of what that Pokemon has to offer. I like to keep it random because I don't know. One of the more fun parts of the game is the random aspect of it. You don't always know what to expect. Sometimes you get a shiny out of nowhere and it just kind of changes what you think about a Pokemon. Or you get a, you know, Pokemon with an exceptionally good ability and it, you know, with an exceptionally good nature and IVs and stuff, and it changes how you think about them. And, you know, I'd rather embrace some of the random aspects of the game and just let the RNG cook, you know? And it's funny because, like, I'll talk to some of the people in the speedrunning community and they're like, what? Yeah. That's what I do, man. I let the random talk. Now, if I really wanted to be crazy, I could randomize who my starter is. And not even be able to plan before, you know, go starts. That would be freaking funny. I might do that one night just to see what happens. But yeah. Yeah, I really don't need the Twisted Spoon right now. I'd rather put on the Shell Bell. Because we're fighting majority poison types anyway, so psychic type moves are hitting pretty hard right now. Rather get the extra health right now. Just to sustain so I don't have to run back. Alright, just in case. I don't think I need it, but just in case, I'd rather have a little bit of insurance here. So far, I'd say this run is going a lot smoother than last time. Last time had a lot of unexpected hiccups. Like Bugsy. Bugsy was a big problem last time. Thankfully, we were able to solve Bugsy rather quick, but it still costs us like 10 minutes, I think. And Bugsy should not cause that much of a problem if you're properly planning, and I apparently did not. Which is funny because, like, the first time around, Bugsy was not a problem whatsoever. Just zero problem, just cruised. But I think I just got overconfident and Bugsy got me hard. Outspeeding with U-turn. Wow, Spocklet finally showing up for the night. Where have you been, buddy? Alright, now we go in the underground. We're going under. Here, Spock. Come on. Come curl up. There you go, buddy. Hey. Where you been? Oh man, I forgot we gotta fight Dupless right now. Dupe troop. Return to Sneasel. Psybeam. Bzz. Ooh, Scowy. Yeah, I decided to go for Meganium for the rival over for Alligator because Meganium's a little more bulky, so it's like a little bit more challenging to get through. For Alligator was just a non-issue whatsoever. Not even in the fight in Azalea Town, just zero issue. So it's like, I want something that I have to at least hit twice. And so far, every time I fight Meganium or Bayleaf or Chikorita, I've had to hit it at least twice. So at least my prediction there worked. Yeah, I was like, I want something that I have to try to defeat rather than one-shotting. Oh, didn't mean to whip out a full-on psychic on Coughing, but that's okay. Oh, okay. I was worried for a second that I accidentally turned it into a double battle. Chomp a Growlithe. I'd probably safe just... Oh, wow. Actually, not safe chomping on Coughings. Okay. Alright, level 50. I think we're still on track here. Alright, I don't want to backtrack to the Pokemon Arch, so we're just going to do that. I'm going to have to stock up on medicine before Icy Path. Just make sure that goes on without a hitch. Well, really, that plus Victory Road, all that. I think that's it. Yep. Booyah! Bzz. If I was writing a character, what should I avoid? Talk to me. What do you mean? Like character traits? Kinds of characters? How to present the character? Like, what are you worried about? Character traits, personality, how it compares to their backstory. Well, here's the thing. A lot of people feel like, oh, you have to write like a perfect character, right? You avoid all the big air quotes problematic things, and you just write like the perfect character. Why did I pick that up? I don't know. Or you check so many boxes and then you'll have character. That's not how character writing works. The most important thing to remember about characters, I just went to the top floor for no reason. The most important thing to keep in mind for a character is that they are a person. They should be a person to you, right? This is someone that you know. This is someone that you understand. This is someone that if they were sitting right next to you, you would be able to have a conversation with them, right? I don't think about my characters as, these vehicles of my story, right? For me, my characters are the story. The story doesn't exist without them. And because of that, I need people that read like people. When you think about some of your favorite characters in fiction, you probably think about them very similarly to how you think about real people. You think about their little quirks, things that they say, things that they notice about the world, things that they do, how they interact with another person, things like that. Very rarely do you actually go to a big old checkbox of things, right? Like, oh, I like this character because they look like blah. Real people don't think like that. They just don't. Real people aren't looking for characters that look like a certain type of thing, that fit a certain cookie cutter that they have in their mind. What really sticks in people's heads is a voice that is indistinguishable from that of a real person, right? Like they feel like a person is talking to them. And there's many, 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 many ways to do that. There's many ways to fail at that spectacularly. A lot of modern entertainment writing completely wholesale fails at this. And it's embarrassing, really, sometimes to see some of what these modern writers think character writing is, and just how off base it is. Like, you totally misunderstand what human beings are really like. If you ever watch something and you're like, I feel like AI wrote this, you kind of get what I'm getting at. There's been some games or some movies, TV shows, things like that, where it's like, man, has this person ever met a person? Like, what the hell is this writing? And I say all this because in the end, character traits, personality, backstory, all of that can be pulled off depending on how you write the character. You know, there are just some despicable characters. People that, like, if you met them in real life, you would hate their guts. Like, oh my god, this person sucks. And then you write them in just the right way, and they become people's favorite character. Just because they are carrying the action effectively. They have interesting thoughts and interesting perspective on their environment. They have a interesting effect on the world and how they interact with others and things like that. And that can be very difficult to get right. But yeah. Is this making any sense so far? Like, it sounds like I'm avoiding your question, but I promise you this is actually answering your question better than you might think. I actually have a couple books I would love to recommend if you like really want to dig into this. I hear you, I hear you. Well, definitely keep in mind that first tip. That you're not writing a character, you're writing a person. You're talking about a person. You're showing the world a person, not a character. Oh, I didn't medicine up. Crap. Dang it, I said I was gonna do it and then I just didn't frickin' do it. I blame the French. How much money to... Yeah, I've got a decent amount. So there's a couple books I would love to recommend to you that like really dig into what a character is and help you better understand what character writing is all about. There's 2 books that really go hand in hand. Secrets of Story and Secrets of Character. Can't remember the author off the top of my head. They are fantastic books. And it really kind of dives into how you work on a story and formulate it with characters. And then Secrets of Character goes into what makes a character and what makes them stick. And I cannot overstate how helpful those 2 books are to looking at your writing and figuring out what has been wrong. You'll suddenly be like, oh, that's why it didn't feel right. Let's see. And last I checked, they weren't that expensive. I could be wrong. But it's one of those that, like, if you can't buy it right now, put it on your wish list on Amazon or something, and I guarantee you they'll go on sale. And I say that because I actually picked up both of them on sale. I just so happened to be scrolling through a sale on this was on Audible, but I just so happened to be scrolling through the sales and saw the first one of these that I picked up was Secrets of Character. And I was like, oh, that sounds cool. I'm interested to see what this guy has to say. And it was fantastic. And ended up, the next sale that I was looking at had Secrets of Story. I was like, oh, hell yeah, let's go, man. Now, I'm not saying that, like, they're writing the holy word of, like, you have to follow every single thing that this person says, but it does get you thinking about things in a much more serious and understandable way, where, where those concepts lead you will be a much deeper story than you would have had otherwise. All right, 2 levels away from where we need to be. Oh, I'll take a fight with Jinx. Hell yeah. Get that special. Well, like, one really good exercise to help you diagnose what's wrong, and they go through this in the book, is write down a conversation with them. Like, you are having a conversation with them. How would that go? What would you say? How would you guys talk to each other? Are they the type to start the conversation? What would they want to talk about? Would they be prone to awkward pauses? Is it easy to talk to them? Yeah, I'm you have no idea how good of an exercise this is. It is fantastic. You will think about your characters in an entirely different way in just thinking about how you would talk to them. Because in the end, I want you to think about this. In the end, in writing, what you're really doing is you're having the reader talk with these characters, but through the lens of another character. That's most of what writing turns into, is the reader interacting with each character through the lens of another character. And once you realize that, it helps you fix so many issues with a character. It also helps you avoid self-insert syndrome, or gratuitous self-insert syndrome, at least. This way. Well, I am always up to giving writing advice. Literally what I went to school for. I should be able to give writing advice. One should hope. I've already cocked this up. There we go. Dink, dink. Good old free full heal never hurt anybody. Doop. 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 This is my favorite song from Pokemon Legends ZA. Dun, 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 dun. Well, with the caveat of everyone's always learning. I wouldn't take any advice as absolute. But I can tell you what's worked for me, at least. What's helped me improve my writing, hopefully. Okay, so we're level 53. Should gain at least a level in the gym, probably 2, and we should be okay. I don't like cutting it this close, but it is what it is. I love crunching on little snaky dragons. It's my favorite pastime. The attention of a toddler. Well, it probably helps that I spend a significant amount of time sitting around and thinking about characters. Just you know, what are they doing? How are they talking to each other and stuff? Like, just a catastrophic amount of time. It's very important to me how a character feels. Because if a character feels fake, or, you know, like, you end up like really hating a character, but not for the reason that, like, oh, they're doing like really bad things and you should dislike them. Like, no, you hate this character because they just suck. You know, it happens. Like, this is just a bland paper towel of a character. Why does this person exist? It can be hard to, like, really put your finger on that, too. Another thing that's like really hard to pick up on is when you're writing a story and you accidentally have the wrong main character. you formulated, you know what, we're not level 55, but I'm just gonna see if this works. Do I have... I think I have the Twisted Spoon on. Yeah, we're just gonna YOLO this and see what happens. Like every now and then you run into a story and it's like, wow, that is not the main character that this story seems to think that it has isn't actually the main character. It's really surprising how often it happens. I did not have the Twisted Spoon on. Oh man. Well, that's a reset. I was a dumb. Let's do the choice specs instead. All right. Start with the conversation with the character, right? Like, you are talking to them. Start with that. See what happens. Because that will help you diagnose a lot of issues that are going on. Think about how would they move? Yeah, choice specs were the way to go. Why didn't I just do that before? All right, so we beat Claire early. One level early, at least. It's a little close, but not bad. Return. Okay, and I need to go here. Got it. Max elixir, super helpful. Don't need to fight a Magikarp. Just not necessary. You know, I should probably teach Whirlpool to somebody. I'll teach it to Jaden. Whoops, that's not what I was going for. It's very important, and I'm not sure what you're writing this character for, you know, so like, I don't know if it's a full-on story or, you know, what have you, right? It's very important to know the answer to what was why were they this big bad in the past? Like, what did they do? Right? What made them bad? And then how does that inform that positive change? Wish I had grabbed a escape rope. Whoops. You know, I know a lot of people hate on Claire because she's, you know, like whiny or whatever. I think she's cute. Like, yeah, she refuses to accept that she was beaten and stuff like that. She's kind of a bad sport, but I don't know. She's cute. Okay. Let's roll with the shell bell for the Kimono sisters. Are they sisters? No. The Kimono girls. The girls of the kimono. So that if we lose a lot of health, then we're okay. Wait a second. What did you tell me to do? Isn't it Kimono Girl time? What am I missing? Wait, I'm supposed to go back to... Yeah, okay. I'm getting ahead of myself. All right, Jaden, you have a fantastic night. Thanks for coming to hang out. Hope you have a good one. Now we can fight girls in very fun, tasteful outfits. Yeah, that line, the line that I had in my head. It's like just trying to formulate a clever way of saying kimono girls without saying kimono girls. It totally worked. Very good at it. I am good at the English. Be pretty neat if you could repeat this fight. You know, if like you could come back and rematch them and they were even stronger. Wow, the health went down so fast. Just defense is higher, so just nuke with psychic. Wow. Is the defense higher? I think I might have a higher special defense now that I think about it. I think I got it wrong. I think I got him mixed up with Leafeon. Oh boy. It's happening. What's really funny is that my Girafarig was faster than the Jolteon. Oh my goodness. Holy crap. That was so funny. The Vaporeon was like, I'll give you another turn. Then I'll kill you. That's really funny. Oh man. I got confused. No, you can't do this to me. Don't get confused. Alright, Crunch and Espeon, which is really unfortunate. I love Espeon. It's tied for my favorite evolution with Jolteon. Okay, nuke with return. Yeah. Oh, well that was a crit, so that's not really a fair assessment. Alright, instead of going up against the special defense, I'm just going to hit it with return. Yep, that's what we needed. Health is high. I think its defense is lower than its special defense, and that did a hell of a lot more damage, so I'd say that's an accurate assessment. You know what, guys? I'm gonna stop the timer real quick. Yeah, I don't know if I have the focus to keep going right now. So we got... Oh, geez. Of course, I messed up my timer again. No. I'm just taking so freaking long to get through the game. There's got to be ways that I can get through these faster. You know, better time efficiencies. Because, like, Platinum, it seemed like, got that down pretty well. I'm kind of wondering how well Girafarig would do in Platinum. Because it's a much more... it's much more focused, you know, consolidated experience. I'm wondering how much better it does, Girafarig does than Mischievous, for the simple fact that it starts with a significantly better move list. And gets almost everything that it needs on the way. I guess it's just never hit me like how much slower of a game Heart Gold and Soul Silver are than Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. Especially because of how, you know, the level plateau hits. And I really want to see how Girafarig does, and you know, other Johto Pokemon do in Crystal and things like that. Yeah. Because I feel like we were already at the Elite Four by this time. Yeah, it's just not working tonight. I think we are going to do what I said and either do something that's not Pokemon next week or go with our next Pokemon. I love Girafarig and I know it can get a really good time. It's just taken me too freaking long to get through Heart Gold. So maybe the next time that we do Girafarig, I'll see how it does in Platinum. Since I have that mapped out pretty well, and like I said, it gets pretty much everything it needs on the way. That might be a really zippy challenge. Yeah. Well, I don't know if I'm just getting a case of the old man's right now or what. But it just kind of hit me. I was like, man, this is taking too freaking long. Yeah, definitely keep an eye out for news about my new book that's going to be coming soon. I've got a crap load of work to do to get it ready for publishing. I've got a lot of editing to do on the audiobook because I want those to release at the same time so you guys can enjoy how you want to. And I poured everything I had into that audiobook. Holy crap. There were several bits where I had to like get up and just like walk away for a while after recording because it was just like, oh my god, my heart hurts. But yeah, I'm gonna think about what we want to do as far as like possibility of doing future challenges. If we just kind of shift gears, do something different for a while, things like that. But I hope you've enjoyed tonight. I know this is another failure under my belt. Oh my god, I can only succeed with spooky little ghosts that don't get a lot of move choice. I don't know, it just like hit me like a bag of bricks that it's just not working, man. I need to get better at this, at least for Heart Gold. Platinum probably would be a different story at this point, which is funny because I know Platinum a lot less. I know Heart Gold really well. And yet, getting a big old case of the slows. Let's pick this up. Let's try something different. And maybe come back when I can give our long-necked, two-headed friend a little bit better shake. Alright, until next time, bid you good fortune, good health, good game. Hope you have a wonderful night. Check out my book! More book coming very soon. Have a great night, guys. Thank you so much for watching the show. Check out the links down below and come hang out in Discord or social media with us. Until next time, I bid you good fortune, good health, and good game. And I'll see you in the next class.